Hey fellow travelers, Mark here with Wolters World. We're in Ghent, Belgium. Probably this and Bruges are the two best cities to come visit in Belgium. If you're going to come, forget Brussels. Come here and pop over to Bruges. Both fantastic places. Now if you come to Ghent, what should you see? And that's what we have today. What you should see and do when you come to Ghent. Now what you need to know is Ghent has some amazing architecture, fabulous buildings. They held the World's Fair in 1913. So not only does it have the really old buildings that are like that, they built a lot of new old looking buildings 100 years ago, which now actually look really old as well as the old ones. But the architecture and the whole feel of this place is fantastic. But I go into the cool atmosphere in our 5 Love and Hates of Ghent. This one's just to tell you what to see. Now the first thing you should see is go to St. Baafs Cathedral, and inside there it's a really cool cathedral to go walk around with the chapels and everything. But they have the Adoration of the Lamb by Van Eyck's, the Van Eyck's brothers, or by the Van Eycks. Very cool thing to check out. It's like in a little hidden room there. It's actually right behind me, but they're doing some construction on it now, so no point to show you that in the background. Okay, the second thing you should see, you see the Belfry behind me? That's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. You'll see in Belgium there's a lot of these belfries, a lot of these spires, and you'll see the spires around here. Very cool to see. Also, you go around the corner, you've got the town hall to check out, and it's cool because they have the town hall, which is old, and then there's like kind of the space age looking thing next to it, like pavilion. That's neat. Right by that you have the St. Nicholas Church, which you can go in, and it's kind of just like a hallway church. But what's cool is if you come on the weekends, sometimes they have shops actually in the church like nave first part area, and then go into there. And there's tons of church all around town. You got St. Michael's, you know, there's all kinds of cool things. Now the next thing you check out is the Gravensteen Castle. If you go on the other side of the canals, you'll see this like 12th, 13th century castle. You walk in, it's like, wow, now I'm in old Europe. I'm like, I understand where the castle from the Smurfs came from. Oh, the Smurfs are Belgian, by the way. And you go there and you're like, oh wow, I see it. You can walk through, and they've redone it really well. You know, they got the things for the kids to see, like, and the suits of metal and suits of iron and things like that. And you know, some other things. The history guide, the history tour is pretty cool, so that's worth taking. But the thing I really recommend you do when you come here is take a boat tour. It's about 45-50 minutes. You get in this open air boat, you know, it holds like 20 people. You get in there, and it just drives you up and down a few of the canals, tells you some of the history about, you know, the cannon that exploded, and they talk about how much beer Belgians drink now, and then you hear about what they used to drink before, and they're like, oh my god, well, when the water would kill you, you had to drink something else, so they even had beer for kids. You know, it's pretty fun when you're on there, and if you get a good guide, they can make it really fun. But you see a lot of things you can't see when you walk around town is when you're on those boat tours, so definitely do a canal tour kind of thing. Also, what you want to do is just walk around town. Because of all the fantastic architecture that's here, you really take it and go, wow, this is what amazing Belgium really looks like. And the architecture and all these things. I mean, I know I keep saying it, but you got to see it to believe it. And obviously I'm putting a bunch of pictures over on top of this to show you some of the fabulous things to see. Now, when you do your boat tour, when you get off, grab a beer. Yes, a beer, because this is Belgium, okay? Grab a beer and some frites, or fries, because yes, it's Belgium. And believe me, after a few weeks in Belgium, like I've been here, I can't eat any more fries. I'm dying of fries, but I love them so much I can't stop, obviously. Go on the canal and just sit down with your beer, have your frites there, and just take it all in. Because this is a great town to relax in, because there's lots of places to eat, there's lots of places to stay, lots of tourists and university kids are here, so it has a really cool vibe when you're here, and it really makes it fun to go and see. And the thing is, you have the architecture and you have these cool things in the churches, but you also have very good museums when you're here. You know, they have the Museum of Design to check out, they have the SMAT Museum, which is for contemporary art. There's even a mental health museum here, and there's lots of cool art and history museums when you're here, and it's not just taking the history in the castle, you can go into a museum for that too, and that's another thing you really should check out. And I mean, the city itself, you know, a lot of places like Leuven, you're going to spend half a day there. Bruges, you know, you're going to spend a couple days there. But Ghent, you can stay a few days as well, and it makes a great base to see more of the country, so you can go to see some of the World War I battlefields and go see Flanders fields and stuff like that. And it is a really nice place to check out, nice and relaxing. Tons of tourists do come here, so you have some of the drawbacks of that, but as you can see here, there's nobody here now. This place really dries up when the tourists aren't here, because they come for the weekend and they leave. So if you come during the week, you're gonna have a much better time of being able to see everything you want without the tourist hordes over top of you, okay? So I hope that helps you know some of the things to check out here in Ghent when you come. If you want to learn more, our 5 things you love and hate about Ghent, 5 things you love and hate about visiting Belgium, please check us out at our website at woltersworld.com. We're also on Twitter and Facebook, and we really appreciate your likes and subscriptions. And honestly, Ghent is well worth coming to. So have a good time, and we'll see you later. Bye from Ghent, Belgium.